What's going on, guys? Deadly here, and welcome to another episode of The Winning Formula. And if you guys don't remember where we left off in the Gold Cup final. We're already done with the Bundesliga / BBVA team, and we're on our final two matches with our Serie A team, who's been performing quite well, although we have lost twice with it. And we've only lost once with the other team that we have. But the first team that we come up against, a very nice looking team, except for the two strikers. I'm not sure that's exactly who I'd put up top, to be honest. But those are the strikers that he chose. They're very pacey and they're okay at finishing. That being said, they are silver, so they're quite unreliable when it comes to their touches if you're not good with them. But anyways, we start off the scoring with Pirlo, the man we built this team around, finally gets himself on the score sheet. And then I read him because that's something that I do quite often. I always go to my right back or left back from goal kicks, and because of that, I tend to play against players the way I would play against myself. So if I know I'd do something in a certain situation, I normally try to defend what I would do, and that's kind of how I got lucky there and got that second goal with El Shaarawy. But he does get himself a goal in the 45th minute with Sergio Ramos. And right from kickoff, I decide let's use this nice passing from Pirlo to get that goal to El Shaarawy. El Shaarawy with the chip, and there's nothing the keeper can do about that. But anyways, I want to talk about this team and how it's felt. And this team, I really like the team. The passing is ridiculous. Right there, you guys saw a little bit of passing play all the way to Serchi, who gets himself a goal. But they do seem a little bit weak when coming up against other players, and that's probably because they're a lot more technically gifted than they are strong. And that's okay if you're able to get some quick passing plays. But every once in a while, when we came up against some really strong teams where there was a lot of strength in the midfield, it was a little bit hard to hold on to the ball. Other than that, the team was great. The finishing was amazing. I really like this team for their finishing, their passing ability, and just their overall quickness. Although we did have Pirlo in there, who was a little bit slower. He was just great overall. His positioning, his passing, and overall, the team was very, very good. Moving on to the BPL, or to the Bundesliga BBVA team, their problem was that they just couldn't seem to finish. In the final two games that we had with them in the last episode, we saw that there was a lot of shots on target against keepers that weren't necessarily the best and were on low chemistry, and they just couldn't seem to finish, and that was really the only thing that bothered me. They had the physicality and they had the technical ability, but they didn't have that finishing that I really wanted. That being said, the team was great, and if you change around a few players, like maybe instead of playing Mkhitaryan at the center forward position and playing him at a center mid position, and then putting Lewandowski or someone there at that center forward position, maybe that would have caused a little bit more finishing and therefore gotten more goals. But anyways, that's kind of how this team went. We ended up drawing 1-1 when we went to league matches because of that final goal. And those goals always happen in league matches. I have no idea why. The players play so horribly in league matches. Maybe it's just so that there's actually a result at the end to avoid ties. I don't know. Whatever the reason is, we tied that game, and we're heading into the final team roundup where I tell you guys what I thought about the players. Alright, guys. So it's time for the team roundup to see how these teams did. And I'm going to start off with Buffon. Buffon, oh my gosh, was he suspect at the back. There's better keepers, that's all I'm going to say. Buffon is someone you might want to stick away from. He just lets in too many simple shots, or at least I felt like they were simple shots. And he really let me down, I'm going to be honest with you. I thought he would be better. And he does not do justice at all to what he actually is in real life. This card, not at all close to what he is in real life. But anyways, heading up into the striker position with Rossi. Rossi scored 3 goals in 6 matches. Not too bad, but as our main striker, I did expect a few more, and they were all headers, which is his worst stat. Anyways, moving on, Serchi with 5 goals. 5 guys from the right wing. Not bad whatsoever. Moving on to El Shaarawy with 3 goals as well. So El Shaarawy actually scored just as many goals as Rossi. So that's kind of stunning, because he's our left wing, and again, our right wing doing work. Moving on to Marquisio with 1 goal. He did have 1 nice goal, but that's about it. De Rossi also 1 goal. A lot of the goals that these guys had were like, where we were completely past the defense and we just rolled it past the keeper. But Pirlo had a nice little goal that went off the post and got himself a goal. And I'm kind of happy that I got a goal with him, because we built the team around him, and I really wanted a free kick with him, and I just did not get that free kick, so that was kind of annoying. But let's go into the other squad and let's see how they did, because I think the German squad absolutely smashed just about every single team they came up against, except for the one loss that they did have. The Serie A team had 2 losses. This, I believe, had 1 loss, so not bad whatsoever. But Mkhitaryan starting us off with 5 goals in 6 matches, so not bad. He also had 2 assists. Bleshikovsky also 3 goals, 2 assists, so not bad whatsoever. But I have a feeling that Jesse Rodriguez has more than both of them, and he has just as many as Mkhitaryan. Just kidding. 6 matches, 5 goals. Again, 5 goals between my left wing and my center forward. That is amazing. Moving on to Cesc Fabregas, he did get the opener for this team. Quite good goal as well. Moving on to Bender, he did not score anything, and Gundogan scored 1. I thought he was going to score more. He was a really good goal scorer last year. A little bit disappointed that he didn't get on the score sheet more often, but the goal that he got was quite nice. He even megged a player on his way there, and I believe that's about it. No one else in the back got a goal. Let me check real quick. Yeah, that's about it. Wiedenfeller, 10 times better than Buffon. I'm not even kidding. 86 compared to an 83, and the 83 goalkeeper completely outshined them. But yeah, that's kind of it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, let me know in the comment section below. And as always, have a great day or night depending on when you're watching this. If you guys want to watch the last episode of this, the link to that will be in the description below. And if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, that will also be in the description below. Other than that, peace.